Yeah, it'll be recorded. So we want to prepare children for the future. Now, the question is then, what is DYP? Yes, this session will be recorded and distributed. What is DYP? So basically, DYP is a 21st century skills learning and development mentoring platform. For which grades? For grades 3 to 12. From grade 3 until grade 12. There are 3 stages. The first stage is foundation from grade 3 to grade 7, which is basically primary. Then we have Pinnacle, which is from grade 8 to grade 9, Pinnacle 1, grade 8 to grade 9, and then Pinnacle 2, which is from grade 10 to grade 12. And we will see why these stages are the way they are. Okay. Now, what's the purpose of DYP? Grade 1, not yet. Mr. Hussam Ghanem, Assalamu alaikum. Not yet, because at that age, they're still young and they're still finding their feet in the world. But they will be prepared for grade 3. So the purpose of DYP is to ensure your child has the best chance of success. Success in what? Well, in higher education. Higher education means, of course, college, university, vocational education, okay? In addition, we want to prepare your children for the global economy. I think we all can appreciate that the economy, not just in Oman, but outside, is changing. Both kids and parents can attend, no problem. No problem. This is for both parents and children. So as you know, the global economy is changing, and with it, there needs to be skills for this economy. Now, DYP prepares your child by learning and developing essential 21st century skills. So whenever you see 21CS, 21CS, it just means 21st century skills, which I will talk about very soon. In addition, your child from grade 3 until grade 12 will have a mentor. Al-Bayan, just make sure to test your audio first. Test your audio. Okay. Now, let's look at, it's a two-step journey with the foundation stage, okay? From grade 3 to grade 7. Your child, they'll be taught, they will learn and develop 21st century skills. Hi, Ahmad, how are you? Nice to meet you. In addition, your child's mentor will be their homeroom teacher, okay? Your child's mentor will be their homeroom teacher, each step of the way. Now, also in foundation stage, hi Munir, your child is encouraged to express themselves, to express their talents and passions inside the class and outside the class. This is very important because each child is very unique. Now, one of the main goals of foundation is that we want your children to make a good decision when it comes to curriculum selection. It should all be muted. Now, there's no one is on except for me. So I'll just stay here and hopefully you can hear me. Okay, so when your child gets to grade 8, the following year, they need to make a decision. Do I choose GED, which is a general education diploma, or do I choose, for example, IGCSE, which is the International General Certificate of Secondary Education? So this is one main goal. Now, your child's 21st century skills development will be observed and measured against 21st century skills outcomes. We don't like to use the word assess. Instead, we use observe, because the teachers and the mentors will be observing your child growing and developing in terms of 21st century skills development. In addition, your child and you will receive a report card. This will be called a 360-degree foundation report card, which will highlight 21st century skills growth, learning, and development. Now, in Pinnacle, the whole Pinnacle stage is between grade 8 until grade 12. So again, they will keep on learning and developing their 21st century skills. Do you think changing that? I got a question. My daughter is currently in 8th grade. Do you think changing methods? Well, look, this is another issue. Going virtual, going online is different. However, I do believe that, you know, given enough time, children can adapt. And that's one skill we will look at and we'll talk more about. Again, Pinnacle stage, grade 8 to grade 12, their mentors will be homeroom teachers. However, as they get older from grade 10, 11, and 12, they will have access to SMT, which is senior management, people who are heads of departments, who are pastoral leaders and principals. Because as you get to grade 10, 11, and 12, you are getting closer to choosing a study path in college or university. So they will need sometimes a chance to ask questions to people in senior positions. Of course, children are encouraged to express their talents and passions in this stage. And one of the main goals in this stage is that your child makes the best decision regarding study. Study in college, study in university. It could be engineering, it could be to be a lawyer, to be to be an architect, to be a botanist, whatever it may be, to give them the best information and learning so they can make a good decision when it comes to their study career. Again, the 21st century skills development will be observed and measured against 21st century skills outcomes, which I will show to you very soon. And they get a report card. This one's called a 360-degree Pinnacle report card. Now, what are the 21st century skills that your child will be learning? What are they? Well, to begin with, they will be broken up into 3 categories. The 4 C's. The first skill is critical thinking. Critical thinking is the ability to think outside what is normal, to always ask questions. Hi, Salem. To always trying to find a new way of doing things, which is very, very important nowadays. Creativity. Today, we have many problems in the world, apart from COVID, but people need to think in creative ways to find creative solutions to problems. So creativity is a very important skill. Then we have collaboration. Yes, this program is universal. It's developed with us, so it has an international feel to it. So the world is global. We're moving beyond domestic, so this program applies to everyone. Collaboration is important. How many of us work with people from different parts of the world? I think we all do. And teamwork is a very important skill. So in collaboration, we get your children to work together to find real solutions to real problems. And last but not least, communication. Communication is everything. We have gone from physical, face-to-face education to now virtual, online education. So communication skills, which are many, they can be verbal or non-verbal, will be taught to your children. Now we come to the literacy skills. This is more than just reading and writing. There are 3 literacy skills. The first of which is, comes up, information literacy. Information literacy means the ability to read something, to look at something and understand it. Really, really understand and comprehend it. Your children are bombarded with so much information on TV, media, mobile phones, social media. How can they know what they're reading? Do they fully understand it? In addition, do they know what is real and what's not real? And this is an important aspect of information literacy. Media literacy is your child's ability to understand why and how the media construct messages. As we all know, the media try to create a reality which they want us to buy. Our role is to understand how they do it and why. So that's what media literacy is. And we have now something that's very, very important, technology literacy, which means your ability to look at something that is like hardware. It could be a laptop, a mobile phone, a server, technology, and understand how is that technology developed and what purpose does it serve. Now we move to the good. Exams or tests, no, there are no official exams. There's just ongoing observation of these skills. This is not for the Ministry of Education, it's internal. This is a purely internal platform and program where your children learn and develop these 21st century skills naturally over time. So getting back to the flips, the first, which are life skills, the first of which is flexibility. Flexibility means being adaptable. If you go to work, how many different jobs can you do? That's being flexible. If someone calls in sick and says, I can't come in, are you able to then do that person's work? Can you adapt to different situations? And as you can appreciate, many of you are adapting to this new way of working at home or sometimes in the office. And especially for teachers have had to bring their work, which was in a classroom, onto now the screen. So the world is changing and we need to be flexible. Leadership. KG1 not yet, but it is applicable to KG1 insofar as that children will eventually, inshallah, of course, get to grade 3. So the whole school will be embracing and learning 21st century skills, and it's good to know what this program is about. Now, leadership. Leadership, we must understand, being a leader is not for everyone. It's not for everyone. However, not everyone can be a leader, but we need to understand what makes a good leader. Yes, the teachers are qualified, and I'll explain why, but just to quickly tell you about the teachers teach these skills every day. Teachers have been teaching these skills from the first day they ever taught. So yes, they definitely know and they're being trained, yes. So leadership is to make your child understand what it takes to lead. Initiative. Now, initiative basically is your ability to do something productive without being told to do it. To get up on your own accord and do something. So we want your children to be able to have that attitude that says, I will do it on my own. Of course, when you have initiative, you can be productive. So if you're given one day, or let's say a week, to finish a few assignments, can you do it? And if you can do it, how good? What's the quality of your work? So productivity is more than just completing work. Productivity is doing good work, quality work that can be done time and again, over and over again. And last but not least, social skills. Like I said before, we are all working with different people from all over the world. I've had the pleasure of working, of course, in Australia, in Qatar, in the UAE, as well also in Oman. And because of that, I've worked with different people from all over Oman, from the GCC, from the Arab world, from Europe, from Australia, Canada. And the ability to not just socialize, but to have sympathy, to have empathy, to really listen to people are skills that are essential today. So your children will be learning and developing social skills. So now we've gone through the skills. How will your children learn these skills? Okay, how will they learn these skills? To begin with, we have 21st century skills posters. There are single posters and there are collective posters, which means there are the 4 C's, the IMTs, and the flips. These will be inside the class and outside the class. Now, of course, these posters can be posted online as well. These posters can be given to your children and yourself and looked at and read again until they become automatic. You just use that password above that the link that I gave you above. It should automatically come onto here. So this is one way that your children will learn, and hopefully you will learn as well. Now, the subject teachers, their lesson plans at Soha, Seeb, yes, you can get the poster, no problem. Soha, Seeb, and Borsha, every teacher will highlight 21st century skills in their lesson plans. So when they go into class, they will see these in their lesson plans and highlight them when they teach your children. So every day, your teacher and your children will be learning these skills, which are already in the lesson plans. In addition, the homeroom teacher will have access to specifically designed and made. Shamsa, test your audio. We'll have DYP lesson plans specifically made for your child in each grade, so they can learn in class, or of course online. Now, there are the same lesson plans. You can access them through our ABQ websites or our YouTube DYP website. You can access these free of charge. Hi, Hajat, how are you? I'm good, thank you. You can access these lesson plans for all the 12 skills from grade 3 to grade 12 online. And every time your child completes a task, they will be given a certificate. In the certificate, all they need to do is open it, write their name, save it, and print, and it's theirs. And there are 12 skills. Another way that your child will learn, they can do these exercises online. They do them online. Habiba? Exactly. We'll get to that, Muhammad Al-Hadi. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. No problem. You are a mentor and you're a role model. Parents, uncles, aunties, brothers, sisters, cousins, we are role models and we are mentors outside of the class. The website, the PCOs can send you the link to the website, Faisal. We can send you the link for both the ABQ DYP website and then YouTube, okay? So we are mentors because children spend most of their time during the week not at school, but outside of school. So they will learn from you as well. Now, how will 21st century skills be measured? Again, we're not using the word assessed, we're using the word measured. Okay, how will they be measured? For foundation level, your child's teachers will observe their 21st century skills development based on a growth mindset rubric. Now here, as you can see, critical thinking, we're using different language. We're not using things like fail, pass, good, very good, excellent. We're using I'm trying, I'm getting better. I'm doing well, I'm doing really well. And the teachers will be looking at these outcomes and giving them a score. So that's how it's going to work pretty much for all the students from grade 3 to grade 12. Shamsa, I think you need to test your audio. I'm pretty sure, just test your audio. Now, just to let you know, your child's score for each skill is an average of their teachers' observable grades. So if your child has 3 teachers, the score for, say, communication will be an average of your teachers' scores. So that's how it's measured. And I need you to remember that this is not an official grade, but rather it reflects how your child is doing in terms of 21st century skills, learning and development. Because children are not just about academics. School is beyond academics. It's a part of school, it's important, but your child is more than just reading and writing. They offer so much more. So remember, this is not an official grade. Okay, Shamsa, again, can everyone hear me? Now, in the Pinnacle level, it's essentially the same as foundation. Thank you, everyone. It's the same as foundation. However, there are some big differences. The first difference is that between grade 8 and grade 12, your child will undertake an online career aptitude test. Okay? This test is focusing on being ready for university and college. No, Shamsa, there's no audio on my side. I can't hear anyone, but you can hear me. But I would suggest, Shamsa, to test your audio. It's okay. I will be sending the recorded version of this PowerPoint to you. Okay. Now, when your child undertakes this aptitude test, it'll determine what skills they have, the likes, the dislikes, their strengths and weaknesses when it comes to career fields. So for example, what if your child likes working with people, but what if your child doesn't like working with people? What if your child likes working with their hands or not with their hands? So aptitude test helps with that. And as you can see here, it gives you 3 different job sectors and percentage. So now your child has an idea of what they might like to do in the future. Now, after they do this aptitude test, they will attend the DYP workshop. Okay. They will attend a DYP workshop with their mentor or with teachers. What is this DYP workshop? So basically what they do, as you can see in this photo here, is that they will enter a hall. Okay, so like I said, your child beforehand will have done an aptitude test. So they have an idea of what they might like to do at university or college. So when they enter the hall in the workshop, there will be 11 stands, 11 dream stands. Okay, and then they will need to choose to stand at one dream stand. And before they make a decision, whether they choose creative arts, natural and physical science, society and culture, architecture, they are given this career field companion guide. Okay, so they will look at this companion guide for a few minutes because it tells them what they can do under different study fields. So for example, business and management, you can be an accountant, you can be in advertising, aviation, you can be a consultant. If you do creative arts, 3D designer, actor, animator, so on and so forth. So once they go through this brochure, then they will decide which career, which study path to take. And how do they do that? We give your child what we call a pledge. A pledge is a promise. In this pledge, it says, today I, and your child's name, so it could be Faisal. Omar, which job's the highest salary? It's a good question. It's more than just salary. It's about if you're happy at work, right? If you're contributing to work. But this is another issue. Yes, we will. We have a journey guide which is translated into Arabic, which we can send you. So the whole DYP can be explained to you in Arabic. So here it's like a contract, but within the school, they say, I will work hard towards my future chosen career. And here they will choose either agriculture, science, society and culture, creative arts, engineering. They can choose from 10 different fields. And in the mentee line here, your child will write their signature, the mentor will write his or her signature, and you will write your signature, your child's grade and the dates. So this is now a contract, a pledge between the school and you. But we do understand that your child might change their mind, which is fine. I have, you have, I think we all have. So if your child does change their mind, they can go to his or her mentor and write a new pledge. Is that understood? Does that make sense? Okay, very good. Yes, if you chose last year, you can change it. Yes, yes. You can change it, no problem. Too easy. Just speak with your mentor. Now, there is something additional for children, students between grades 10 and grade 12. The classes will start very soon. We're just waiting on, obviously, the Ministry of Education to give us some confirmation regarding the start of the pledge is a commitment. Yes, it's a commitment because, good, we want you to commit. We want you, the student, to take control. So yes, grade 10 and grade 12 students will also have access to online webinars hosted by university graduates and industry professionals. If you leave this call, then it depends if you want to come back or not. It's up to you. But if you want the webinar to be sent to you, you can speak with our PCOs and they can send you the link. So we know that university graduates have a lot of Okay. Yes, we will have a journey guide handout. So in addition, these people, university graduates and industry professionals, will be given expert advice on how to prepare for higher education and the global economy. So this is something we will give to students from grade 10 to grade 12. Well, if a student leaves ABQ group, well, the thing is, obviously this is for ABQ at our 3 schools, but I'm sure that wherever your child goes, they will be learning 21st century skills. Yeah, yes, Sajud. Now, I just briefly want to go through the DYP report cards. I will not go through everything because it's too much for this webinar, but I will go through it so you have a good understanding of what the DYP report card is. I do believe that PYP is with the IB. DYP is completely different. It's called the Discovering You program. Discovering You program. I'm not 100% sure what PYP is. It could be something for the younger grades. Yeah, it's something different. Completely, DYP is different than, yeah, PYP. Now, just remember, the report cards are not academic report cards. They are not academic report cards. They are not report cards from or for the Ministry of Education. Remember, these report cards are internal ABQ report cards, and they highlight your child's progress, the mentee's progress in terms of 21st century skills learning and development. And that's what DYP is really about, is preparing your children for school today, for higher education tomorrow, and the workforce after that. Yeah, it's with the IB program, yeah. And yet the report cards are so much more. In the report cards, all the report cards, there'll be progress charts for every skill, 12 skills, and they will have a chart from 1 to 8. And again, your child's skills are measured from as an average of their teacher's input. So as you can see here, someone has started in 2019. So start and go on there. Yeah, it goes from grade 3 all the way to grade 12. From grade 3 all the way to grade 12. So we will chart your child's progress in terms of 21st century skills, learning and development. In addition, your child will receive a comment on how they are doing for each skill. So there are 12 skills and there'll be 12 comments on how they are progressing in each skill. So from grade 3, well, you're asking about personality tests. The career aptitude test is a little bit like a personality test. It tells your child what kind of personality they might have for a different industry. Yes, it might be very helpful. Yeah, understood, yeah. So in addition, you will receive in the report card moving forward suggestions. These suggestions are tips and tools and strategies to use at home, because learning doesn't stop, at the school gates. Learning continues outside of school. So these points will help you give your children tips on how to continuously learn and develop 21st century skills. In addition, inshallah, in the future, if we can sit down again, we would like to bring in parents to sit down and speak with your child's mentor with the report card. Of course, only if and when it's safe. Now, the Pinnacle report cards have more information because your child is growing up. So Pinnacle from grade 8 to grade 12, remember how your child did the aptitude test and they made a decision regarding what study field they would like to enter into? Well, here it gives a brief explanation of what that study field is. It helps your child and it helps you. In addition, more information will be given about academic requirements. Now, as you know, going to university today is not like 15, 20 years ago. Today, your child might be asked for a resume, for portfolio, and they may be asked to sit down for an interview. Okay? Yeah, you can change your mind, no problem. You can change your mind. So this gives you information about what curriculum you may need to undertake. And in addition, IELTS scores. IELTS scores are very important. As you know, and in my opinion, when you get to grade 11, your IELTS score should be at the very minimum 6.0. In my opinion, that means that you can be ready for year 11 and 12, and you'll be much more ready for higher education. But anyway, we add the IELTS score in this section. Now, there's a Pinnacle 2. Pinnacle 2 is for mentees in grade 10 to 12. And these are possibly the most important years. Okay, IELTS score is the International English Language Testing System, and it's between, in order to work somewhere or go to university or college, it's a test of someone's English. And a university or college will often ask you to do the IELTS test and to get a score. They might ask you for 5.5, then you need to get 5.5. They might ask you for 6.0, then you need to get 6.0. But I'm sure if you go online and type in IELTS, it'll show you everything. Now, for Omani students, we will provide information from the Ministry of Higher Education of internal and external scholarships. So scholarships that are in Oman and scholarships that are outside of Oman. So this gives you, the parent and your children, an idea of what is going on in terms of what's available when it comes to scholarships. Okay, so these are for, unfortunately, no, the Omani government does not provide Amar for pilots because it's a very specific field. However, they do provide scholarships, I think, for airport management. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100%, but yeah, you can contact the MOHE and they'll provide you with more information, but I'm pretty sure not for pilots. Now, what about for non-Omani learners? To let you know, we are developing, Omani students in Oman can only get scholarships. However, if you are a non-Omani student, you can still apply for scholarships. Not necessarily in Oman, I'm not 100% sure, but outside of Oman, of course you can. So fairly soon we will launch something for non-Omani learners when it comes to applying for undergraduate bachelor degree programs. Hopefully that makes sense to everyone. Now, okay, scholarships are offered. Let me just state something clear. I could be wrong, but I'm 99.9% sure that the Omani government provides scholarships. Now, having said that, a university could provide a scholarship on their own, but I'm pretty sure it's from the Omani government. Yeah, or yes, of course, there's always hope. So you can always go to the Ministry of Higher Education website, and also HEAC, it's the admission center, Higher Education Admission Center. So HEAC, when you go to that part of the website of the MOHE, it gives you more information of what's available. Okay, okay, so if English is your first language, do we need to take IELTS exam? It's a good question. For example, I'm from Australia. I was born in Australia, and all my qualifications are Australian, so I don't need to do IELTS. The same would be if you're from Canada, America, UK. Now, I'm not too sure. You don't always need to do IELTS, and it depends what curriculum you take as well. More information, please, about non-Omani scholarships. Yeah, we have a few more minutes left. Non-Omani scholarships, of course, you can look outside. You can go to any university online, and one of the best ways to do that simply is second non-Arabic speak. Is there a second language for non-Arabic speakers? What do you mean by that, Miriam? Anyway, we'll speak more. But regarding non-Omani scholarships, they of course exist outside. And all you need to do is to know what you would like to study. And then the second thing would be, where do you want to study? And you can ask the university if they have scholarships. That's the easiest way. But we can talk about that later. Also, for Pinnacle 2, grades 10 to 12, we will provide you with a 6-month moving forward plan. There are online scholarships. Yes, there are. There are. Everything's available nowadays. This 6-month action plan has called My Reflection, as you can see. And this is for your child to fill in. Because here, this is like the main goal, action steps, what to do, and outcomes, what they should get from doing these action steps. And at the end, they can write how they went. Yeah, French or German language. I'm aware of whose courses, whose degrees are in French or German. Again, just remember one thing, each university and every course is unique. This is why it's so important to have information literacy when you go online and do research for trying to find a course for yourself, an undergraduate course. I'm not sure about that. That's not up about final exam. This would have to do with the. Yeah. Anyway, we'll move forward. So your children from grades 10 to 12 will get this 6-month moving forward action plan in the DYP report card. Now, all of us need to change, because education is virtual and learning has gone online. We cannot deny this. We can't stop it. It's just the way today. So we need to adapt. And again, flexibility. Because of this, there's a question, what will DYP do while we are online? Well, because we are online, teachers can still observe and measure your child's 21st century skills online. Are they showing initiative? How good is a communication? For example, all mentors can still aptitude test online. We can still do this online because it's an online application. Mentors can still conduct the DYP work. That should be no problem. In other words, learning never stops. Learning never stops. We all need to continuously develop our communications. Well, our teachers is to be their partners, to collaborate, to trust them, because what they're going through now is not easy. Can you imagine teaching for years in the classroom and then all of a sudden you've had to throw your life onto a computer? It's not easy. So I think the first way to help our teachers is to support them, is to encourage them and to believe in them. To know more, we have the DYP Journey Guide, which describes and explains everything about the program in both English and Arabic. Back to school or your PCO, more than well help you. In addition, like I said before, you can, before I get to these scholarships, you can go on, there are two links, one on the ABQ website, another one is on YouTube, and go through the videos, download the PDF, do the tasks, and once the task is complete, you will receive a certificate. Yeah, you can get from the school's PCO. And there's another way as well, which I'll show you. Like I said, again, ABQ website and YouTube. Specifically focusing on cards. So I can explain more and dedicate time. Yes, you can do tasks online for grade 3, yes. You can do all the lesson plans and all the tasks online for free, grade 3 until grade 12. And in a way, the program has already started. We've been sending out the lesson plan and the tasks and the certificates at least 3 months now. Yeah. So once you've joined as a registered parent and your child is enrolled, you can have access to all the material. Yeah, all the material. To let you know. Okay, come on. At Azan bin Qais, Miss Rachel, she's the At Seeb, we have Mr. Rohan and Miss Martinette. Miriam, yes, I'll give you my email now. I'll show you my email now, and you can send me an email. And in Sohar, there's Mr. Divan. Anka. Rachel, Rohan, Martinette, Divan, and Anka, you can with them. They're the DYP leaders at all the 3 schools. Hopefully. Now, if you have any questions for me, any queries, anything that you would like to know, you can email me at either Sohar, Azan bin Qais, yes, and we're almost finished. So yeah, So I'd like to thank you all for joining us. But I will leave it on this slide so you can take information and email me. I work well with emails. I like emails. And in addition, if you email me, you can be leaders, or you more than happy to help you out. So inshallah, I hope that was informative and it gave you more of an idea what the Discovering You presentation is. And like I said, we need your help to make not just DYP, but the school, successful for this year, because it's not easy for anyone. So we need to work as a team. Thank you. Thank you all for joining. Good night and have a good Thursday, inshallah, tomorrow, and a really good weekend. Thank you, Faisal. Sajud. Thank you. Have a nice day and weekend. Yes. Ma salam. You're more than welcome. Yes, good night, happy weekend. Thank you very much. Al-Afi, Samir, Jaifar, Fathi, Hamid. Thank you all. Again, we're open for you every day. Yes, Hamid, you too. If you need anything, just let us know. We shall enjoy the break. Thank you, Fathi. Thank you very much. Good night all. Good night to everyone. Faisal, I'm at the head office, but yeah, I can go to any school. I can go to Seeb, I can go to Borsha, I can go to Sohar, no problem. Thank you, Pardeep. Ale, Mohammed. No problem. If you email me, if and when you email me, I will definitely get back to you. Okay? Okay. Have a good night and wishing you all the best. Good night.